right, so it's been a couple of weeks since our last Tesla stock update, and I figured it's Saturday night. I have nothing going on right now. I'm chilling, so I figured let's break down the charts, do an update on what I'm doing. Am I buying, selling? Do I even hold the stock? We'll break down my thoughts overall on Tesla, Elon, what's going on there. So let's dive into it. If you guys find value, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe for more content. We're on the road to 100K subs. And if you guys want some free money, why not, in this red market, get your 30 stocks for a moo. Once you open up your account using that link down below and deposit at least $100, you get 5 stocks. Deposit at least $2,000, you get 25 more stocks, and your uninvested cash now will earn up to 8.1% APY. So guys, what are you waiting for? Use the link down below or go to stocksurfs.com/moo. Get your 30 stocks. And now let's get into it. So at this point, you guys, most of you, all of you probably should know that Tesla has been struggling. And the entire market's been down, but Tesla's down obviously way more than the overall stock market. And look, on Friday alone, look at the volatility, man. This thing opened up at about 258, 259, popped to 266, dumped to 250, right? Then it ran all the way to 262 at close, and that's kind of been what it's been like every day for the last couple of weeks, right? I mean, look at these charts. As I pull the layers back here, I mean, we've been downtrending for quite some time. Just last week alone, Tesla went from 285 down to 250 on the low or as of Friday. That was a drop of 12% just last week alone. And it gets worse. The more you expand the chart here, we can see just in the beginning of February, guys, on the 7th, about a month ago, pretty much exactly a month ago, it was at $380 per share. Now we're at $262, man. This thing's down 30% in the past month. And on the 4-hour chart, you can see it's down well over 30% from all-time highs. We hit 488 in the middle of December, so we're now down about 46%. So Tesla has pretty much cut in half here, guys, and there's a lot that goes into this, right? First of all, why did Tesla run in the first place? Well, it was on pure hype around him being, and by him being, I mean Elon being, the right-hand man to Tesla, or not Tesla, President Trump, right? Him, it's not really because of the fundamentals behind Tesla. That's not why it ran. It ran just solely on the hype behind, Trump, Elon's relationship with Trump. It was running after the election, right? Even before the election. Yeah, even before the election heading into it, after we got the results of who won, obviously Trump won. This thing was just going up like crazy. The hype behind it was completely irrational, unbelievably irrational. It's not like Tesla dropped some crazy numbers or their sales went up 50% year over year, or, they're opening a bunch of new plants, or, just a bunch of good news. It was nothing like that. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Tesla is struggling now more than ever, and their stock doubled up and some for no reason. It was legitimately a baseless move, right? It went up 125% in about 2 months. That is not sustainable, and clearly the market has now shown us that. It was a nice short here. I didn't short it. Looking back, obviously, with hindsight bias, I should have shorted it, but man, it has come down. It's given back all the gains, right? So now, obviously, the market has realized, oh, wait, Elon being, part of Doge with Trump, blah, blah, blah. He has a new role now on top of all the other roles he has. People now realize that's not really going to materially impact Tesla stock or the company, at least now. And on top of that, man, there's a lot going on with the company. Obviously, Tesla Elon, especially Elon, he's hated by many and also loved by many. And there are boycotts going on right now, guys, in Europe and a bunch of countries there. I mean, guys, Europe, their sales dropped 50% year over year. China, their sales are struggling. I'm pretty sure Germany, obviously in Europe, Germany's sales are just god awful compared to last year. Not to mention all the competition, right, from China, from other makers here in the United States. It's unbelievable, right? And on top of that, Tesla, their growth is non-existent. It's non-existent, you know? In fact, I think their revenue, don't quote me on this, I'm pretty sure it's negative year over year, right? The growth is not, it's not growing, it's now declining, right? It's like what is going on here, guys? And Elon's always been good at pitching, the future, what's going to happen with Tesla, pitching dreams, giving, unrealistic deadlines that he always pushes back for the most part. And sure, a lot of what he's pitched has come to fruition, but a lot of it hasn't, full self-driving, that was supposed to be, wasn't that supposed to be, scaled out by 2025 or whatever? Wasn't he saying that like 5 years ago? Now he's pitching robotics. It's a lot of hype, a lot of hopes and dreams, a lot of, oh, the future this, oh, the future that. And he's great at getting that stock price up. Let me tell you, he's really good at it. But it's, the run was baseless. Like I said, it did not make sense. And even buying the stock here, obviously it's way better than buying it a couple months ago. But even buying it here, it's like, I don't know. Is it even worth it? It might still be overvalued considering there's no growth, right? FSD, who knows when the heck's that, when the heck that's going to roll out across the nation. God knows. I doubt anytime soon. Robotics, I mean, there are other players better than Tesla at robotics. Let's keep it 1,000. Let's keep it real, guys. It's just, and on top of that, again, competition, the boycotts, which obviously will die off at some point, probably, who knows. But Tesla's struggling across the board. And, my opinion here is Elon does too much. The guy's in Doge. The guy has 20 companies. The guy's the CEO of however many companies. Obviously not 20. But he's got 15 kids. The guy's got 10 baby mamas. Like, oh my gosh, man, this guy, how does he do it all? Obviously, he has a team, a staff, obviously, but his sole focus is no longer Tesla. It's not. And, sure, it could be at the top of his priority list, but there's so many other things. He's spread too thin, in my humble opinion. And I think if he ditched all this other crap he's doing, and solely focused on Tesla, maybe SpaceX, and one more thing, whatever, maybe Doge, I don't know. But I think it would be a lot better for Tesla if he did that. I think the stock price would be a lot higher. I think their deadlines would actually get hit more often than not. I don't know. And full disclosure, guys, I'm not in Tesla. I haven't owned it in years. I'm not a big fan of the stock, quite frankly. I mean, I've been pretty vocal about that over the last couple of years. I've traded a bunch. I held it for a little bit, made some money. But, buying and holding it at these levels, sure, you could make money. In fact, I feel like we will see a snapback rally, so there's a decent chance in the short term you make money as well. Long term too, obviously, you can make money, but I just think there are other better opportunities out there, and that's not to say I'll never buy Tesla. Hey, if it gets under 200 somehow, back to 150, 180, I might be buying some, right? But at this point, guys, I'm like, it's clearly in a downtrend. It's been in a downtrend well before the overall market started dumping. So it's obviously not because the market's falling, Tesla's falling because the market's falling. In fact, the market falling just made it worse for Tesla. It exacerbated or exaggerated. You guys know what I mean. It exaggerated the downtrend here. But Yeah, I don't know if I'm just ranting now or what, but Elon, man, Tesla, I don't know. I don't know. The growth's gone. Competition is everywhere. There are other better models, or other better EVs, right? They do have a good, and not to mention, EV prices have collapsed. That's not good for Tesla. They have collapsed. I mean, I would be so pissed right now. I'd be pissed if I bought a Tesla, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, knowing what they're selling for now. I would be pissed. Oh my God, guys. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother video. And we'll see. We'll see. The future might still be very bright for Tesla. I mean, I'm not saying it's a terrible company. I'm just saying they got to figure out how to start growing again. Maybe it's the Model Q. Maybe it's the new Model Y they just unveiled. It looks kind of nice, I'll be honest. I saw that on X or Twitter. Follow me down below, by the way. I don't know. Maybe it's FSD whenever it actually rolls out. Maybe it's the robotics division that sparks the growth. They need something. And I don't know. I think Elon, I don't want to say he's a full-on just, scammer or snake oil salesman. I mean, he's not. He's created a great product, great service, right? People love the product, but the growth is dead. It's just dead. It's not what it was a couple of years ago, and he's going to have to figure out how to get that back. And I just think he has too much crap on his plate. That's just my opinion. So I'm not in Tesla. I'm not buying it now. I'm not completely avoiding it, but if it gets to the right price, $150, $180, maybe I'll start buying a little tiny position there. This is not going to be like, Meet Kevin. You guys know Meet Kevin. I'm just going to call him out now. That guy's nuts. He was in like 90% all in Tesla or something. People on YouTube, man, they're like insane. These dudes that, he was a real estate guy, then he turned into a stock guru. He just closed his ETF. Clearly, he has no idea what he's doing. He underperformed the market the last 2 years when the markets were crushing it, right? I'm not dogging the guy. I probably shouldn't have called him out. But, man, it's like, some of these people that are so gung-ho on Tesla are just so blinded by Elon Musk, and it's so obvious. It's like, dude, what are you doing? All in on Tesla now, right? When it's like no growth? Are you out of your mind? It's like, whatever. I don't know. We're not going to get deeper into that, but that's it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. A little long-winded video here. Felt like I had to get this out. Let me know your thoughts. Run the likes up. Don't forget to subscribe. You might as well snag up your stocks for Moo. Why not? Deposit at least $100. You get 5 stocks. Deposit at least $2,000. You get 25 more stocks. Use those links down below, guys. Get your money. And with that being said, cheers. I appreciate all of your support. I'll see you in the next one.